Time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel, you're grinding that. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cause a bill, ain't nothing to the heel.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
First carry from Marlon Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
At the 42-yard line.
First down, Rivers.
That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A gain of 7.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
3rd down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Hey,
Now Rivers on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Gain of 5.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. That's out to the left and complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Miles Boykin. Touchdown.
Miles Boykin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Extra point is good.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Ravens 7. Colts nothing. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Jonathan Taylor.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The gain of before that time as the drive continues.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Matt Judon there on the stop.
1 yard. Now it's 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Catch made here by Campbell. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Hey, Delta! Watch the safety creep. Switch. Left to right. Check.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch. Wait. Hey, here we go.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Is good.
And his kick is good.
The game at 14. Roberto Sanchez.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Ravens.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They go play action with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Colts 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to go.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A huge play that time for the Colts. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. from the shotgun. It's Rivers. He finds Taylor, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Colts, first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Rivers on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
White! 41's the mic. Check, 41. White! I got you. 25.
On second down now, it's Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Watch out. Red! Goose. Check your hot read. Hey, 79!
From the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But it's 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Play action. Now Jackson. It's complete to Snead. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 38-yard line.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught by Brown. Past the 20.
Do what we do.
Do what we do. In for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Rivers to throw this time. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Load it. Load it. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Mike 38. Check. Hey, 79. Twist.
Play action now. Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Another run here with Dobbins. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
A gain of 30.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage. And you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Down at the 37.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
The ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers...
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And some room to work. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Kill. Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, Rocket. Rush in. He's crashing.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Colts 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again with Dobbins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson now. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Back now in Indianapolis.
With the score.
It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 62 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action. Rivers. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 33 yards that time.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for him. Offense,
and he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Ravens 38, Colts 28.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Down at the 31.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Yeah! And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 61 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It was Kamoko Toure who diagnosed that defensively. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Today's final